Yeah, I want to know what are some of the exercises and what are some of the traits that you can kind of cultivate in order to get people to be the best versions of themselves as it pertains to helping your customers.
You should be recording your phone calls. You should be listening to those calls, right? And so when I'm listening to phone calls that are recorded, I'm not so concerned about I don't like my voice, right? I hear that all the time. What I'm doing is what did I do well and what could I have done differently? And then I go back to that, what you call role play, I call practicing. That is the only way to get better. Listen to your calls. What could you do better? What did you do well? And what am I going to do next on the next call? And then I simply role play and practice that out with a coworker, a peer. And so truly, that's if I'm looking for team members, that I'm looking for people that are willing to take ownership. I'm looking for them that have similar beliefs and my core values or my purpose. At that point, my next interview with that person is to practice. I'm going to say, okay, great. I'm a customer. You're a CSR. Ring, ring, game on, right? Practice. Show me what you could do right there in the interview. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but if I can see some little magic nuggets, then that's where I say, okay, great. And I let them know up front, we are a culture that practices. The CSR practices all the time how to take a call. A technician practices when, in the field, how do you, address a customer? How do you, clarify expectations? How do you go over your options? How do you present a price? So every person in the company has to practice. That is the only way you create consistency and get better. If you look at any great sports team, that's exactly what they're doing. Stephen Curry, a great three-pointer basketball guy, Michael Jordan, whoever is your favorite, right? Tom Brady, whatever the case is. But Stephen Curry, he sits and he practices all the time. He's obsessed with it. So when it comes game time, and the pressure's on and someone's right in his face and he can smell the sweat, it's game on. He's been practicing. So when you get that crazy customer, you don't get all flustered. I mean, you're calm, you're collective, you're very confident because you can take care of them. So my big thing really is we listen to our calls and we practice them on a regular basis. It's not, hey, if we have time, we'll do this. It goes on a calendar. We train on this, and we are a company that just practices all the time. It has to be.